Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hey. How are you?
I'm all good. I'm all good. Have you got your wall piece back yet, or is it being made?
It's being made. That's the mock-up. She's sending me a quote. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're sick, isn't it? They're so cool. Yeah.
Sick.
And Darren's still got to do his Olympia one. He hasn't done his yet, but
Of course. Yeah.
yeah. It's one of those things,
Yeah.
like when he had his done and he flew back from New Zealand, I got his made up for him. So yeah.
Yeah.
We got it in the cardio room. It's motivation when you're doing cardio in the morning.
Yeah, that's awesome. The Swedish medal's been so massive as well.
I said that to her when I took it there. I was like, "These are fucking heavy." I was like, "They need to be reinforced so they don't fall down." Because I did his sword as well when he won his pro show, and that was heavy for him to fix. Look at us wearing matching hats.
I know. Your pink hat very much matched the gym outfit in the latest reel.
Yeah, had to be done. Had to be done. Had to be done.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How's everything been clicking over the last couple of days, fatigue-wise?
Better. Sleep still not great, but I think it's just I'm exhausted by the time I get to about 8 o'clock. I fall asleep on the sofa, go to bed, then I'm awake at like I would say about midnight to go to the loo, and then I go back to sleep, and then by about 3:30 I'm like, let's go. But the thing is, like, my Aura-ring's telling me like your chronotype is that, you're in line with this, that and the other, you're a morning riser. Yeah, I know you get 0 sleep, so that's relevant, but
It was like 1 a.m. last night, and I was typing to you on WhatsApp, and you were online, and I was like, why the fuck is she awake?
I'm always awake at that time. I wake about 3:30, I lie in bed, I wait, not being too crude, but I wait, and then my bowel goes, right, you're ready to go to the bathroom. As soon as I've done that, I'm up. Yeah, I'm that regular.
What time do you go to bed in terms of the evening routine?
So like we're downstairs watching stuff, and by about 9 o'clock we're both in bed. We take the dogs about 8:30 for a wee, and then we go upstairs. Even Darren does as well, but he tends to sleep through longer. He wakes up about 6:30. He needs longer because he's a big boy. But normally by about 3:30, 4, I'm up, and I'm actually really productive in the morning. So if I wake at 4, I go down, prep my meals, take the dogs out for a wee, and then I come up in the office and I work for a good solid 2 hours, and then the sun gets up, and then I go and do cardio and stuff. It works for me. I don't mind it. So
the thing is, like, if you're shifting that evening routine and you know you're going to bed at that kind of 8:30, 9 p.m. window, then it's the perfect.
Like my body only needs like 5-6 hours max. If I get more than that, I feel sluggish and terrible. The only time it's affected is when obviously we're out for a late night somewhere. But even like we're going to the cinema tomorrow, we booked for 6 p.m. We don't book a 9 o'clock showing ever because that just doesn't work for us because we both end up being slept. So, and reality is it didn't really affect my prep. My prep was still smooth, still made progress. Like sleep was not an issue. So yeah, it's okay. Fatigue wise, I'm okay. Like the first few days of training was sore. Like when I first did, what did I train? Oh, when I did legs, that was really sore. And I went light. I'm talking light on legs. Like I'd say what, 60-70%. My quads were really sore for days. Glutes the first Friday back was sore, but yeah, I feel okay now. Like I feel like I could push more. Like today I did like 45 on the prime, and Darren was like, you could have got 9 reps, and I just stopped at 7. I was like, I'm not supposed to, so I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna wait. But yeah, I'm gagging to get back into something, but I know my body will fight back if I try too hard too quick. Things like I still feel dry. My joints still feel really tight, so I've ordered joint support. I've ordered more glutathione from Strom, that's coming. Because I said to Darren, I need something for my joints, and then this front delt here that was niggling me in prep is really sore, so I need someone to look at it really. So just kind of like just general niggles, aches, pains, but it's to be expected. So, but in all honesty, I'm just really happy with my new meal plan. The smallest of changes makes a big difference because it just reminds me of a high day at the minute, because I'm literally post-workout, it's cream of rice and whey, so that's an actual meal, whereas before it was just, I'd down the shake and be like, give me my chicken and rice meal, I'm starving. So now it's like I eat at 12, and then I'm eating at 2, 4, 6, 8, I'm like, brilliant. So I said to him, I was like, I don't want to eat anything off plan, I really want to follow this diet through and see how my body responds, because I know my body will drop weight on this food if I'm consistent with it. And we've got a staycay booked at the end of May, so I said to him, I was like, I don't want anything off plan until then. We're just going to, there's the Anantara Resort, which is like the Maldives in Dubai, where you get a boat out and it's like a little thing. So I said to him, if we're not going to go abroad, let's just fucking go for 2 nights somewhere. We'll put the dogs away, and there's breakfast included, and it'll be a bit of a deload after doing like 3 solid weeks recovery, and him as well. I know he's on a push, so.
Menstrual symptoms, anything at the moment in terms of awareness, or just general symptoms of kind of prep stress dropping off?
I would say more mental clarity for sure. Like I'm more focused for work now. Although I'm laser focused on prep, I feel like the only thing that's causing me any stress is just the overwhelm, the attention that's been put on me and how work has just been so busy. I had 9 sign-ups in a week. I'm like, that's a lot of pressure, but no, nothing else other than just the overwhelm of, fuck, okay, we achieved this goal and I've had a lot of attention come my way. YouTube's blown up. My show day videos like 14,000 views.
Yeah, I saw the show day video. Well, crazy views.
Yeah, crazy views and like nearly 300 comments that were all legit comments that I had to respond to.
Right, programming wise, I've just added it into the tracker now.
Sick.
So you'll see basically the framework of the one thing we will need to do is when you start this on Monday, we're going to have to run that first full week still with probably a rep in the tank on every
100%.
set.
Yeah.
What I feel as though is going to happen is like the volume I've tried to be sensible with, but it is a little bit of an increase. So basically, I just did priority for us, and like the upper body is always going to be a shift forwards for us in terms of focus, but there'll be a lot more quad emphasis in this first phase, a lot more direct adductor work as well.
Yeah.
Then I've just placed hamstrings a little bit further ahead of glutes now because I did feel on stage your glutes hold a lot of tissue relative to where they were.
I was really happy with that, even with me saying that I was lean and they were flat. Yeah.
In pretty much every class, your glutes were dominant there. So I've just pushed up hamstrings a little bit more over the glutes for this phase. But the biggest thing for this first block will be just taking a little bit away from where some of the upper body volume was and some of the direct glute volume was, especially in the later session in the week. And I've changed the quad volume to quads being trained now on the Friday. Quads being trained now on the Monday. Yeah. And then you'll 2 days of recovery on the Saturday, Sunday, and quads being trained on the Friday. Okay. So you basically got, instead of the kind of glute hamstring, the glute hamstring session that had more glute work in, I feel as though we can pull back on that a little bit and replace 2 of the glute movements with
I'm happy with that.
Exercise, basically.
Why do I feel like the swing squat is coming my way? I said this to Darren, I was like, if he's going to put the fucking swing squat in, I know it. Shit.
That Friday session is a tasty one, I'll tell you that.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
that would be full waddling out of the gym, that session.
Oh, okay.
But like for the quad movements, basically we want to try and get the idea over, like in the first session you've got a heavy leg press and a heavy Pinata pendulum squat, and the leg extension loaded in a lower rep range, and you've also got a heavy split squat. So when we train the quads later in the week, we're going to work with any loading rep range which is below 12 is paused, so you're still humbled with your load, and then everything else is going to be in a more metabolic rep range. So you're basically trying to drive a slightly different response and keep the joints a little bit happier than you were on the Monday session. Okay. So it'll be like Monday, which is mechanically loading based, and then the Friday, which is just fill them with as much blood and metabolites as possible. So we should see some really nice growth from that volume across the week as well. Okay. But like bigger picture thinking for this phase, I just want to be tentative with the exposure to like all out to the wall sets to start with. Just ease into the movement patterns. Keep a rep or 2 in reserve in at least the first week. Yeah. And then by the time you get to week 3, get to the full volume parameter on the sheet, but build up over those first 3 weeks.
Okay. Because like I'm just looking, when did we go away? We go away on the Wednesday. So 1, 2. I'd have a good, if I start tomorrow, that will give me 3 Fridays, and it will give me then 3.
What day do you go away?
We go away on the 24th to the 26th, but we're only here, we're local, but we're not going to be able to, well, I don't think we'll be able to train on the Thursday and Friday, so I'll miss a Thursday-Friday session. But in my mind, I was like, by that point, not deload, but by that point, my body might be like, okay, take 2 days off.
Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be fine. You got a full 2 weeks there easy into the program.
Yeah, and like I said, I could do, that's 3 Fridays if I started tomorrow. So if I tentatively have a go this Friday, tomorrow, then that gives me, like you said, 2 actual weeks on everything fully. Yeah. Cool. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this video and welcome to another Bex, the IFBB Pro update. It is Thursday, the 4th of May. We are in May and it is just gone 6 p.m. and you just saw me there having a chat with my coach Cal, running through my new training program. My food has been updated. I've been running my new meal plan as of today. My calories are roughly at 2,300, 2,400 now. I will take you through a full day of eating tomorrow, but my training program has been updated. We know what we need to work on. The majority of my training is going to run the exact same. The split is going to be similar, but there's going to be more emphasis and more volume on quad training. Oh yeah, and let's just take a moment to appreciate my lip shading that I had done from my girl Christina. Literally had it done yesterday, so basically I've had my lips tattooed. And what's happening right now is that they're getting darker. They're kind of peeling a little bit. But in about a week's time, I'm going to have nude coloured lips permanently and never have to wear lipstick. That is the goal. Makeup free. Lashes, lips done, and fingers crossed to get my skin sorted. That is actually booked in as well. I'm seeing a dermatologist next week. But anyway, I digress. Training program's been updated. I am actually going to run this first session tomorrow because glutes and hamstrings on a Friday is now actually quads and a little bit of glutes and hamstrings. So I've got 2 massive leg days per week and everything else is pretty much the same. But it's just gone 6. I need to go and get my next meal because now that my food is up, I feel like I'm on a high day every day that I'm training because I'm eating at like 8 in the morning, then I eat post-workout, a nice big meal at 12, and then I have a meal at 2, a meal at 4, and a meal at 6, which is now, and then a nice gorgeous bowl of baked oats before bed at 8 p.m. Woo, 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 woo. Babe, guess what exercise I've got tomorrow?
Swing squat.
Yep, the swing squat is in. And I'm going to trial my program tomorrow, but he said go tentatively. And I'll have a full 2 weeks on this program before we have our little mini holiday. Yes, yes. Mummy and Daddy are having a staycay. Nothing changes in this house. Still love my burger wrap. Oof, looks absolutely delicious. Gonna eat this up. And then we're gonna walk the dogs. And then it'll be chill on the sofa with my giant baked oats.
Sacred words inside us, filling years, words and thunderbolts.
Here we go, babe. Leg day is here. Darren's on legs today. I'm on legs today. We both have the swing squat and what?
I don't want to swing squat today.
Do you not?
No, it's on my hamstring day.
Oh shit. What do you have today?
Pendulum.
That's right. He's on the pendulum. I'm on the swing squat. And I'm going to just go tentatively with this session, as Cal has suggested, because I'm still in recovery mode. But I want to run through this new training program and I want to try each of the exercises, just do 2 sets on them. But I'm also taking you through a full day of eating today. So this morning you saw my breakfast is exactly the same. 40 grams cream of rice, 50 grams berries, 100 grams of egg whites, 2 whole eggs. I will show you the rest of my meals today. But yeah, we're going to head to the gym. I'm very anxious and excited for this leg day. My lips are starting to peel a little bit, but I still got my cream on. But it is what it is. Friday, leg day. Let's go. Just got to the gym, written up my logbook, and this is what we're working with. Bit of context here. I haven't used my logbook since the 18th of April. We are starting with calf raises, ham curl. That hasn't changed. Swing squat is in. Horizontal leg press, just 1 set. Leg extensions on this day, as well as on my normal Monday session. Glute drive is still in, and hip extension is now on this session. So the instructions are from coach to take things tentatively, just do a couple of sets on each, so nothing to failure, just feel the movements. I'll see what I can film, and I'll catch you guys after.
Find new ways to overdrive. You can find me out there. Look.
First leg day back, and yeah, I'm definitely feeling it already. The two movements that I really had to kind of get my head around and really warm up to was definitely the swing squat, which I've just showed you. But I'm excited to progress in that movement. Like, I feel like I've got the foot positioning right so that I'm really activating my quads. And it's definitely something that I could progress in, similar to the pendulum. And then that horizontal leg press, I think, is going to be a killer, because it's literally just one set with my feet wide, engaging my adductors, hamstrings, a little bit of glutes, and obviously quads are engaged in that movement too. But I'm going to send off some of my training to Cal to assess, get some feedback on. But now I'm going to go and eat. I'm going to show you meal number 2 on my plan, which you guys are going to recognise. Meal number 2 post-workout is 50 grams of cream of rice, and here I've got the rice and grinds coconut cream pie with 50 grams of banana cooked inside. You guys know that that is going to taste like banana pudding once I add my 30 grams of whey, which is the caramel biscuit paste, on top. And I am back to using the Adonis one, which actually has biscuit bits inside. So let's see if I can get a bit of everything. It's really loud in here. Music drives me bloody insane in this gym. I love this gym, but the music is just stupid. Yeah, we got banana, we got coconut cream pie, and biscuity bits. Now, I would show you guys how delicious this is, but I need to eat this pretty quick. I got 10 minutes, and I've got my PT client, and then I'll catch you guys back at home. How was that session for you, babe? Oh, hard. And weirdly, I wasn't pushing that heavy, but I still felt funny afterwards. Like, I went a little bit like hypo and needed to get that meal in quick. And it's 2 p.m. now, back home, and I am ravenous for my next meal. So I'm really happy that I'm eating every 2 hours. I'm going to prep that meal now. Well, most of it I prepped this morning in the early hours, but I'm just going to get it all together, and then I will show you what it is. Meal number 3. All of this I prepped in the morning. So we've got 100 grams of chicken, 50 grams of raw weight jasmine rice. I tend to batch cook up my rice for like every 3 days and then just divide it. And then I've got 80 grams of courgette, which I cooked this morning. I've got 80 grams of sauerkraut. And then I've got 6 romaine lettuce leaves. And you guys might think I'm a bit mad, but I actually want to put this and this into here with a drizzle of this. So prep basically turned me into a lettuce wrapaholic. But look how nice that is. It's got rice, chicken, veg, sauerkraut, some sweet chili, and I just get to kind of make these up, enjoy these, and then I'm going to crack on with Friday check-ins, and then I'll show you what my next meal is. A couple of hours later, I am showered, all check-ins are done, just got a few American clients to come through, but it's just gone 4 o'clock, and now I need to literally get into the kitchen, make my next meal, show you what that is, and actually prep my last 2 meals of the day, because in less than an hour, we are leaving to go to the cinema. Darren has booked for us to see Guardians of the Galaxy, the new movie, at 6 p.m. And it takes about 40 minutes to get to Dubai Hills Mall. So let's get my next meal, I'll show you what that is, and I'll probably show you how I prep the next 2 meals, which I'm taking with me. So yeah, we're going to the cinema, and I've got 2 meals to eat while I'm in there, which is freaking mega. Meal number 4 is another bowl of cream of rice, and this is the Rice and Grinds chocolate brownie, 50 grams. I have 30 grams of whey with this, and now 30 grams of nut butter. So the whey paste that I've created here is from this plant protein pudding, and it literally tastes so good. Really, really peanut buttery. And I think I've shown this on a previous vlog, but the other ways that I make a paste with, like this one, I've just put water and I've heated it in the microwave and it's gone this texture, which is mega. But the other ways that I use are the Adonis. I'm not sure if you can get this in the UK, but this one here, Perform Whey, also makes a lovely whey paste, and you can get this in the UK. But the Adonis one is what I used on my post-workout meal. Darren uses this in his baked oats as well. So I'm going to put this all together. I'm not sure which nut butter I want, whether it's the sweet and salty crunchy. I could go for crunchy now because I've got 30 grams, so it will go a long way. Or there's this smooth, dark roast. Meanwhile, Darren is not having baked oats. He's making a giant oat cookie to take to the cinema. This is going to be freaking mega. I don't know. I think it might be a bit too sloppy. It's going to take a while to bake.
Just you remember who taught you all the things you put on your YouTube. Baked oats, Beck's junk ball. That was all me.
No, it wasn't.
Mastermind.
Hold on a minute. Who did you get baked oats from?
Someone else.
Exactly, from Mads. So let's see what his cookie looks like. But anyway, let me show you my next meal. Honestly, guys, you are not ready for this. Check it out. So the cream of rice is all set and chilled from this morning, and it's a very subtle, like chocolate muffin flavour. The whey is a warm, gooey paste, and then I went for the dark, smooth roasted peanut butter, and I'm telling you, 30 grams goes such a long way when you're used to having only 10 grams on prep. I feel like today is a high day, and this is why I'm really enjoying my new meal plan. Like, I bumped my calories up to 1800, had my call with Cal, we've upped it to nearly 2400, and I'm eating so much food like every few hours that I am not craving anything. Yes, I had a few treats post-show, people keep buying me bloody cake, but I am here for this, and just look at it. Chocolate, peanut butter. Oh my goodness, that dark roasted nut butter from Pip and Nut. Insane. This tastes like a Reese's protein pudding. That's the only way I can describe it. You know, like the Reese's peanut butter cups, because you've got the chocolate and then all of the peanut butter flavouring. This is flipping heaven. So good. And I'm not even gonna lie, after each meal I'm literally hungry again 30 minutes later. So I'm interested to see how my body responds to this amount of food. My last check-in on Wednesday, I was, what was I, 152.9? Something like that. Yeah, and I'm checking in again on Sunday after implementing all of this extra food. And yeah, I'm excited. And I think that's something I want to discuss, probably in a little bit more detail, maybe on the next vlog, about how to kind of manage this reverse diet and this kind of phase post-show. It can be very challenging for a lot of people. But for me, it's all about enjoying your meal plan and your food. Like, if you look forward to each of your meals, you will manage it really well. Oh, no Milo, not for you, bubs. What a dream. This tastes so good. And this is just the start of this phase. Like, if my body regulates this food really well, you guys know it's gonna go up. Imagine when this bowl is not 50 grams of cream of rice, and it's like 60 or 70 or 100. Okay, Bex, stop talking. I need to eat this up, and I need to go and prep my next 2 meals, which are coming with me to the cinema before Darren comes down out of the shower and takes out his protein cookie. So I need to make my wrap, and then I need to make my baked oats to take to the cinema. Although I am intrigued by his oat cookie. Okay, next up is my baked oats, and I get asked this all the time. How do you make it, Bex? So let's just kind of get a bit of context here. I have lived off my Beck's Junk Bowl, which Darren jokes about, for years. So that's 150 grams of zero-fat Greek yogurt, about 70 to 100 mils of coconut almond milk. Then I normally have berries and dark chocolate, and I have some sugar-free kind of sauce on top. But in my junk bowl, to make this nice and creamy and sweet, I've always added a little bit of collagen, so either a chocolate-flavoured one, like literally 10 grams, or vanilla. And I've always added about 10 grams of daily greens powder from Revive. Now, the daily serving of this is like 17 to 20 grams. I normally have 10 in the morning and 10 in my junk bowl. So I get my daily serving of greens, probiotics, prebiotics, and then the collagen is there for my skin, so 10 grams goes in there, and it just makes that taste so much better. Now, that's my junk bowl, and basically, I just throw it all in there. Voila! And the other thing I forgot to mention is like half a teaspoon of baking powder. And so, yeah, 50 grams of oats, 150 grams of Greek yogurt, a little bit of coconut almond milk, about 70 grams I popped in there, my collagen, my greens, 100 grams of raspberries. Normally it's 50, but I was supposed to have 50 grams in that previous meal, but there was no way I was putting raspberries with all that peanut butter goodness, so I've just added the 50 grams here. And now just the 20 grams of dark chocolate chopped up, and then you just kind of smooth it all over and then top it with some cinnamon so it goes crusty in the air fryer. And I normally put this portion, this size of baked oats in the air fryer at 180 for 22 minutes. Job done. Can't pop it in the air fryer until Darren's cookie is done in 3 minutes, but that gives me time to prepare my other meal, which will be before my baked oats, which is my turkey avocado wrap. You guys have seen this a million times, but it never gets old. OMG. Oh my god, Darren, this looks insane. That is mega. I'm gonna have to take that out for him so I can put my oats in, otherwise I'm not gonna have time to cook them before we leave. But that looks actually pretty fucking sick. Meanwhile, I have just made up my avocado mix. So I have my chicken burger, 50 grams of avocado, which I mix with 3 pickles, 10 grams of the low-fat mayo, 10 grams of sriracha. I mix it up. That's going to go in my wrap with my lettuce, my burger, and 2 slices of this low-fat cheese. And I actually put 1 slice of this cheese on my eggs in the morning too. It just hits different when you're not on prep. So yeah, I was having these every high day as well. They're like 10 calories a slice. Baked oats are cooking in there. Cheese is melting on top of my chopped up chicken burger. And then when that melts, I just need to roll it, wrap it, and pack it. Yes, mummy's all done now. Time to feed you. You ready, Cokes? Yeah? Time for your din-dins. And these guys are also on a bulk and trying to gain, because when we came back from Sweden, you guys had both lost weight. Yeah, you had a week at Petsville running around. Your collars are all battered. I had to buy you brand new collars, and yeah, you definitely need filling up. So they normally get a whole packet of that from Fairchild, which is the organic kind of grass-fed raw meat. So they have half of that each in the morning and half in the afternoon. And then we also give them half a packet of just normal mince as well. So they've always been on a raw food diet, but Mummy loves you, so she cooked up rice, and they get extra rice with this meal as well, just to kind of bulk them up and see if we can put a bit of weight back on you guys. Almost ready to pack everything into my bag, but I thought I'd show you these. I picked these up in Sweden. Oh my goodness, they're so, so nice. I don't know if you can get these in America or in the UK, but instead of coming in like little pots, and I used to always get the bubble mint one, the sweet fruit flavour is delicious, and the melon mint is just lush. I picked those up in the Swedish supermarket. That's pretty much all I picked up. It's pretty lame. Oh yes. Look at that. Oh, it's perfect. Look at that. That's oozing chocolate. And because it's got yogurt in it, it makes it fluffy. So the top is nice and crusty because of the cinnamon sugar I put on top. And then inside it's going to be all gooey. And I'm not going to dunk into it. I'm going to leave it as it is, pop the lid on, put it into my handbag. I will get it in my handbag, but it's going to go at the bottom of my handbag, and the heat from that is going to keep this nice and warm above. So yeah, that will be the first thing I eat in the cinema, and then I'll have that a couple of hours later and get a nice large Diet Coke. See, bottom of my handbag. This is going to go on top. And of course, it needs to be the smallest metal spoon because it's a glass Pyrex bowl. Plastic spoon is not going to work. And that goes. Seal it up. Walk around the mall with that in my back, and no one will know that I have 2 delicious meals all ready to go in the cinema.
Can you see me? I'm right here. I'm right here. Little too soon, bound to love.
Babe, what did you say to the dogs before we left the house this morning?
Stay clear of mummy today.
Why?
I'm not in the most forgiving mood.
I'm in a bit of a funny mood this morning, which is really weird because I've been really positive, like post-show and everything, but I don't know, this morning I was just I hit a bit of a slump, and we were just chatting about it this morning. We're like, it's totally normal, like post-competition prep. Poor Stitch. Yeah, Stitch got an
Stitch was a stupid cat today. Milo needed to get out of the way and Coco needed to die.
It wasn't that extreme. More a case of Stitch was just stupid because I have these little pots of cream for my lips and I popped it on the kitchen table, and then this morning it was gone. And I'm pretty sure that Stitch got on the table, knocked it off, and one of the dogs has eaten it, which is not ideal because the dogs will then be ill. So yeah, Stitch was not in my good books this morning. But I feel okay now, and it's okay because Saturday is our day. We get to train together, we get to chill this afternoon, work is all done for the week, so I will perk up once the session's done. And maybe talk to you guys a little bit afterwards about how I'm feeling kind of post-show, post-win, and that kind of post-show blues that we will experience. But I think, yeah, time to head in. We've got our pool session. This session hasn't changed at all, so I'm just going to write up my logbook, and it will be the first day on my new training program where I'm actually like logging my lifts again, so I am looking forward to it. And as predicted, that was such a good session. I feel super pumped. I love training with hubby, and we just kind of dicked about afterwards and just created a reel for Instagram. These pool sessions are going to continue and I'm feeling really, really good. And now for the best bit, post-workout. Yes! Can't wait to eat this. And then we're going to head into the posing room because Darren has to do his check-in photos for Cal. And then it's home sweet home and chill. Such a vibe in here today. I quite like this Saturday crew. It's not bad. I think Saturdays and Sundays it's free entry for ladies, so you get quite an eclectic group of people in here. But then you do get your regulars too. There's Harley. He's going to watch this video and be like, Bex, why am I in the video? Yes, you are. Home now from the gym, feeling really good after that session and cannot wait to tuck into my next meal, and love that I'm eating so regularly and my food is nice and high. I've got my chicken, rice, veg, I've added extra lettuce, some sauerkraut, some pickles, some beetroot, some sriracha sauce, salt, and yeah, I'm going to tuck into this whilst I sit on the laptop, catch up with my younger brother, got a call with him, and then it'll be a couple of hours until I'm eating again, and then we're going to chill this afternoon and probably head to the pool. A couple of hours later, just had my protein chocolate Reese's meal. My tummy's feeling nice and full. Got my bikini on. We're going to head to the pool, which is literally like 200 meters away, and just go and chill there for a couple of hours, which we haven't done in absolutely ages. And no, Coco, you're not coming. Milo knows to go and chill in his bed.
Sad old dreams, new mediocre, still in search of yellow ochre. I'm right here. Well, you can find me out there. Look for that circling square. Take a breath in, sigh out, shoulders down, see you there. Can you see me?
Good morning, guys. It is now the next day, Sunday morning, coming up to 10 a.m. and it has been a very, very busy morning already. Lips are still peeling a little bit, but you can see that colour coming through. So nice. I've done my own personal check-in this morning, which I've just shown you guys. I am 10 pounds exactly up from my show day morning, which I'm really pleased about. Like, most people get stressed about weight gain post-show, all that kind of thing, but no, like, those 10 pounds, like, it is needed, and I feel so much better for it. And I'm really happy at this weight. Like, 157, 158, 159 is like my kind of happy sweet spot where I don't feel super uncomfortable in an improvement phase. I'm fueled with plenty of food. Like, my food has gone up to nearly 2,400 calories, which is 1,000 more than what the lowest was on kind of prep. and I just feel more human. I can function better. And so, like I said, it's just coming up to 10. I've got a very busy day. I did also upload my recent podcast episode, Walk with Bex. If you're not already subscribed to that podcast, go and have a listen. The latest episode is what it feels like to win, and I really go into detail on like how I'm feeling, the thought process behind winning, what my plans are kind of moving forward in terms of taking this time to reflect now. But I'm gonna head in. I've got my client Sarah now, then I've got a couple of errands to run. I'm gonna go and try and jump on the sunbed before my team call because I'm so flipping pale, and hopefully it will help my skin out a little bit too. Then I've got my team call at 12:30. Then I've got another client at 2 p.m. So I've brought my laptop with me. I've got my meals with me. I'm going to go to a cafe, do some work. But I'm going to run in now. I will go and train my client and then I'll catch you guys in a bit. Just coming up to 10 to 12. I did manage to find a tanning place. Just did 6 minutes lie down, which feels awesome. And now I am in Starbucks. Finally. A Starbucks drink I actually really want, which is a venti frappuccino, so coffee made with coconut milk and sugar-free vanilla, so still pretty good on calories but tastes amazing. And of course my next meal, which is my epic salad bowl with chicken, rice, all of the salad. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy this and have a little date with myself, and then I've got a team call at 12:30 and then back to the gym for more PT. A good few hours later, and oh my goodness, look at the state of me. It's been such a busy day, but I'm just parked up at home now. I get to go in and chill a little bit with hubby now. I did pop to the garage on the way home and got us one of these each. These green cola mocktails, which I think I showed you guys in another vlog. But I've got the mojito one, and then I got the pink grapefruit one for Darren, because I know he likes pink grapefruit. Not on prep anymore, but these are the drinks that we still enjoy. You'll never see me drink a full fat Coke or Monster ever. Like, what is the point? It's just like wasted calories. But anyway, I'm going to head inside and chill for a little bit, and then I'm straight into the office. I've got 2 onboarding calls, one at 4, one at 4:30. I've just had another inquiry come through, so possibly try and get that girl in on a call as well. And then I've got my team call at 5. I have to post something in my business Facebook group. Like, this is why I take Saturdays off, because Sundays are mental. But I'm here for it, and I have the energy for it. And life is good. And you know what? Like, yesterday I had a little bit of a wobble. And I think it's important to mention that, because it's totally normal post, like, competition to kind of have that lull. Like, post anything. You know, when you've been working towards something for a really long time and then you finally achieve it, or you get to that goal or that end point, there is a degree of like, oh, afterwards. And that I think is relevant even if you don't win and you don't achieve. It's probably even worse when you don't, and I've been there a million times. But I also think it's good to like be in that moment, kind of, and accept that moment. And then think, okay, this is normal. It's okay to feel this way. Talk to someone about it, but then move on when you're ready. And I think this is why, for me, going back on a meal plan, having my calories up, having that long call with Cal and discussing like the time frame and what we're working towards really, really helps. And it's something that I do with all of my girls as well, because, you know, dieting and training and preparing for a competition is bloody tough, and it does a lot to you mentally and physically. So that kind of reverse and coming out the other side is something that needs to be managed well. And you know, I've done this for many years and I still get those lulls, but I'm more in tune to them now. And obviously things like my hormones are regulating and that kind of thing as well. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm in a good place. And like I said earlier, I'm happy for my weight to be up. I really am. And I'm interested to see like what this amount of food will now do to my body and how it's going to adapt moving forward. So I will keep you guys posted with that. But anyway, enough talking, Bex. You do this all the time. I've turned the engine off and I'm now going to start sweating again. Get inside, get on these calls. Many hours later, just getting my next meal, and my meals on rest day are pretty much the same as they are on training. The only difference is I don't have my post-workout whey, banana and cream of rice, and the only other difference is I don't have cream of rice with the other meal in the afternoon. So in the car on the way home from the gym, I just had the protein pudding with the nut butter. So yeah, it's just less cream of rice and a little bit less protein. So yes, carbs are just a little bit lower on a rest day, but I'm flipping shattered now. Literally been in the office for hours, finished up with team call. I had 3 onboarding calls, and I think I'm going to close this video off here because it's very, very long. Sunday has been a mad day. Tomorrow is an extremely busy day. It's Monday. I'm starting my new training program. Legs is on, and then it's PT client back home and on calls from 2 till 7 p.m. So I think it's time to close this video. Say thank you so much for watching. That is the update from me. That is what I'm eating every single day. And the next time you see me will be when I film some form of this new training program. So wish me luck. It's gonna be brutal, but it's gonna be awesome. And I'm feeling really good. So I'm just gonna say bye-bye. Catch you in the next one, guys.